Yeah, man. Yes, man.
You go.
Yeah, man.
Yes, man. Bless you, man. Good for seeing the great. God Almighty. God know you.
Bless up, my G.
Yes, sir. So,
Yes, you too. Welcome back to the channel. So this morning we're there with a real Jamaican trucker, and we're gonna talk about what it is like trucking in Jamaica. I'll allow him to, introduce himself to you guys.
Really, well, over the road,
And where you're from?
Clarendon.
Clarendon. So you're born and grew up in Clarendon.
Clarendon.
So how did you get into trucking?
Well, so I actually grew up around it.
Grew up around?
Bigger brother drive trailer as well, so
okay.
We used to go on the truck.
Okay, so
small,
it's a family thing then.
Basically.
Okay, so how did you get you call it an articulated license in Jamaica, right?
Yeah, man.
In the United States you call it CDL, yeah, commercial driver's license. So what age did you get your articulated license?
About age 19.
From 19.
Yeah,
and so you've been driving tractor trailers. Up there again they call this the tractor and they call that the trailer.
Or semi, right?
Alright, semi, good. You know what take place. So you started driving tractor trailers at 19. So how long you been driving now?
19. And already 25.
You're 25 now?
No, man.
Oh.
They're 37 now.
37.
Yeah, check the number of years.
You're right, a couple of years that, so fast for the maths.
But
yeah, but a couple of years that. So explain to me the journey, what is like, what the journey was like when you went to get a license, what it was all about.
Well, basically, you have to go through the process at the depot and stuff just to see them drive and bring a tractor trailer with you as well. Do a driving test and go through.
So you actually went out and did a road test with the examiner?
With the examiner and at the examination depot as well.
Alright, so who did you start driving for first?
A scrap metal company, Kirbyton.
Okay, I used to scrap for Kirbyton.
Yeah?
Yeah, man, Graham's.
Yeah,
man. I used to scrap for them. Yes, man, I used to scrap for them. Yeah. And then you moved from Graham's. So you used to drive the Kirbyton truck?
Yeah.
Man.
Basically, that's where I originally from.
Okay.
The whole trailer experience developed this.
Okay. So how long did you spend at Kirbyton?
About 8 or 9 years.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I'm with this company now. I go with the same 8 years now. 9 years.
So what the journey has been like? How has it treated you?
So honestly, all of my lifetime, I do nothing else apart from trucking. Yeah, man. I basically I have a love feed from very small.
So you're one of them persons who love trucking?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Yeah,
so financially, has it put you in a stable environment or situation?
I would say yes,
Yeah.
So it could be better, but because I love for it, we keep on continue on the path. Yeah?
Alright, so as a trucker, you know, you pick up this company is based where?
Mapen.
So you're coming from Mapen this morning?
With this load, yeah.
So how early did you start out this morning?
About 3 o'clock.
So you went in, the truck was, the trailer was already loaded when
Loaded and parked. Yeah.
Okay, and parked, and you're going from 3 o'clock. So from Mapen, Clarendon to Westmoreland, how much miles that is?
Yeah, sure the miles now, but basically you could check that, but
How much hours? Much hours driving?
Comfortable driving 4.5 hours.
4.5 hours.
Sometimes it be less, depends on the size load or whatever.
Okay. Alright, so you started 3 this morning and you reached here, so basically 7:30, and it was easy driving.
Yeah.
So how much load is this? What's the weight here?
Load and too heavy, yeah.
Not too heavy.
About 30 tons or so.
30 tons?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so your truck that you have here, how long have you been driving this machine?
This one? Well, we drive more than one machine for the company, but this one is my original truck.
Okay.
The one that I drive down now, so I have to talk about this one this morning.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's the same international 9400 same way. Yeah, but it's a really newer truck to this.
Okay, newer one. So you're going to work this morning now. What's the routine like? What you do when you go to pick up your tractor and your trailer to head out on the journey? What's the routine? I noticed when you stop a while ago, you walk around, and there are some things that they teach us to do in the States.
Yeah.
But what do you do when you come out in the morning to start a journey?
Yeah, man, definitely, man, you have to go back to your pre-trip inspection. Even though we do it from overnight, from in the evening before we go home, but even coming back in at the night, you check your tire pressure, them.
Yeah.
Show over your hood and
that is exactly what I wanted to hear, because a lot of people believe that Jamaican truckers don't do pre-trips and post-trips and things like that. Man.
Yeah. Even on your journey coming down, you stop and check in between same. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Machine.
Yeah, man. So
original this.
Okay.
Hook up to this.
So this is the original machine.
For real.
Yeah, man. So you have any ambitions coming to the States or anything like that?
Definitely, man. That I look towards, man.
Yeah, I'm run some truck up there too.
Go Canada last year, but I still not get the link when I want.
Oh, you went there
yet.
So you didn't do any driving up there?
No. Just basically I get to learn the ropes and
how
you go about obtaining a CDL and all.
And all of them things, yeah. So your preferred choice is Canada?
Yeah. Because most of my family live there, so that would be a better setting for me. But what I get to understand is that between Canada and US, that's where the over-the-road trucking is at. Canada and the US. I even have a brother there now, I drive for a company in Nova Scotia, and that is still far out of where the family really situated in Toronto.
Well, I'm afraid I can't. Toronto, too cool. Afraid I don't place it. Yeah. All right. So, in the US, driving a truck in the US, you have a breakdown and thing. You know, you have up there, you have service personnel who can come out to assist you. When you have a breakdown on the road here in Jamaica, how do you deal with situations like that?
Well, it depends on the kind of breakdown, for one, because drivers here in Jamaica, majority of them can assist themselves if you have a minor breakdown on the road. You know, but as we say.
Now what you would consider as a minor breakdown?
Minor breakdown, probably a loose tire or something. You know what I mean? Someone like you know by engine room see or somewhere mechanically but the driver can help himself and move. As you say, most Jamaican driver can help themselves mechanically around the trucks. But we do have service team who come out into this company and come get it fixed, get it up and running again.
Yeah.
And good.
So if you have like a ear leak or you chop a fan belt or something like that, you can deal with it.
Most drivers Jamaica can.
You have your tools and everything.
Yeah.
You go out
and if you have to grab an item on the road in terms of purchasing an item, piece of item, do what we need to do.
You just go and get it and come and fix.
Yeah, man.
Tell me something, the company pay anything different to do things like that, like you have a breakdown and you need to go do that and get it going?
At times, you know, majority of them don't. God bless you, one never consider it like that.
All right, in the States, you pay us per mile, right? cents per mile in Jamaica? What's the pay? Or they calculate the pay?
Mostly for most companies here, with the trip.
By the trip?
Yeah, the trip, yeah.
Okay, so you reach here now this time. You're going back and coming back with a load for today?
No.
And this is
With this trip, we're gonna complete this trip till tomorrow evening.
This will be finished tomorrow evening.
Yeah.
So you have multiple stops. This is not where everything is going.
Multiple stops.
So you're going to service the entire Great Jolly Street basically.
Savlamar, Little London, Grangeville, Witton,
Right. Almost the entire parish.
Westmoreland.
Okay, so that is counted as one trip.
One trip.
Okay, then can't pay, man.
But the thing is, with this now, they play one flat rate.
Flat rate to do all of that.
To cover, yeah.
And that's going to take you 2 days?
2 days, man. I do 2 days for a week.
Oh.
And in between that, I run some Kingston.
Oh, okay.
So from Kingston, we come Maple. We have the same goods then from Flour Mill, separate.
Oh, so this is Flour Mill that you went and load this?
No, this load now have a mixed load. Everything to deliver to the stores.
Oh, so one would have been on this load?
Rice, flour, sugar, water, juices and stuff.
Oh, okay.
But when we're all from Kingston for the company now, most time we go to one location like Flour Mill, we take up a load of flour, bring it back to Maple.
Oh, so your company is like a distribution center,
which is right.
You bring all the loads there,
and then from there supply the stores in Westmoreland.
Okay, understand.
And then that load will come to Westmoreland and mix up with everything.
Yeah. So how much hours per week you would consider your work? Let's say a 8-hour day would be 40 hours per week. And so about how many hours you think you work?
For me, I was with the work like 2 times a month. Because unlike me tell you this now, I have to calculate this as day and night because me now finish work with this till tomorrow evening.
So your sleeper is set up for you for overnight in your cabin and comfortable.
Well, it could have been really set up like how I really want it in terms of like comfort, but we have it.
You have your bed in there and
stuff.
Yeah, man. So yeah, so the journey set. Remember them days too. You used to have scrap metal all over the place. You have to cab up and
Yeah, man. Years we do it.
So what about family life as a trucker? Does it affect your family life?
Definitely. Yeah, but once you have one good woman who understand you and understand how the work is, yeah, she will stick with you.
How much kids?
3.
3. Yeah, any of them reach age where you've gone in a trucking yet?
First one is a dog.
Okay.
I don't really look towards that for she come and want to then that.
Yeah, so when I used to come hard scrap metal, my daughter was about 11, 12. And when we reached scrapyard, my daughter scaled the truck and carried go down in the scrapyard. But she transitioned from that.
As we say, if you have that interest but my son
try with her sometimes.
The son that me I look towards that female. Like man always want to pass on their skin. Yeah, I mean so.
Alright. Any kind of accidents are in doing a career?
Yeah. I have 2 major accidents.
Major? Any kind of fatalities involved?
No.
Okay.
Major accidents.
So when you say major, what happened?
Brake fail and
brake fail?
Yeah. I mean I have to bank the truck and stop it at one part, but give thanks never worse. So that now give me a different headspace in terms of doing the pre-chip inspection by myself and the brake adjustment and stuff by myself.
So explain to me what exactly happened during that brake fail.
Brake fail.
What really did happen?
It seems to me like the crab back that mix up the hair and also and a major leakage developed while descending the hill.
I wasn't spiritual though.
Yeah, man.
Spiritual.
Yeah, man. Famous one.
Yeah.
And I tell you, quick thinking. Me up have a decide, sir. Bank, we have a bank here, we can't allow it to start running. So I really that stop it on one part and we give thanks anywhere. So.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
But
for real.
From there now we develop the skill in terms of how to do the checks for myself.
So anybody taught you about pre-trips or that is something that you develop for yourself?
Develop and ask questions from it and learn more from the weekend them as well. Because I like to be around the unit when you go into the shop and know exactly where I take place, how this work. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man, it's always good to, you know, speak to another trucker, especially a man who in a Jamaica, because trust me,
Yeah, man.
yeah, and the system out here not easy, you know.
Rough, man.
Yeah, so yeah,
We
man,
do it every day and make it seems easy.
make it seems easy. That is right. That is right. So yes, YouTube. That's it for this edition. Another great Jamaican trucker, you know, and his daily routine.
Yeah?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
So bless up, my friend,
Yes, man.
and we keep the link.
Yes, man.
All right.
Yeah.